Good evening, Nir. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. So, how's your day so far?
This is great. We're also waiting for Liron, our bassist and clean vocalist. He'll be joining in a few seconds.
Perfect, perfect.
How was your day going?
Oh, it's almost good. Almost end of day for me.
Also for me, still working, but also for me.
Fantastic.
Here we go. We can go. We can
All
start.
right. So, how are you guys doing today?
We're
Extremely
doing
well.
great. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you, thank you. So, guys, Mirror, your latest album was out in 2021 March. So, would you like to tell me a bit about the songwriting and production behind this album?
Yeah, I'll take that. So our album is like we started to work our album like I think in 2017 before Liron and I have joined the band.
Mhm.
Ofek and Shay are the founding members of the band, and therefore I joined in the 2019 and then Liron in the 2021. The process has been long. It's been a lot of changes, but basically, the lyrics are about our friends. The name Mirror is just to reflect how we see each other in the mirror and how we react with the world. Some people have like lost somebody or lost themselves during those times uh, by COVID and by other things that happens in life.
Fantastic, fantastic. And you're also working on another album to be released in 2023. So how's that coming up?
So the new album is very unique, I guess. Um, you know, this is the new form of the band with me, and we've made some changes along the way. So we actually wrote the songs together instead of like two people writing and giving the songs to other people to get their own signature on that. So in this album we sat together and wrote the lyrics and the choruses and every riff. We sat together and fine-tuned it, so we all like the final product. So this is really Hella Sight in its full behavior.
Awesome, awesome. And do you guys have a planned release date for the album?
Yeah.
We're going to release 5 singles from the album. Um, at the Winter Opera Festival, we'll release the first date of our upcoming first single from the second album. So for those who will be attended, they'll hear for a treat.
Awesome, awesome. So, like you said, you'll be performing in Winter Opera with a lot of other great bands from Tel Aviv. So, how do you feel to be sharing stages with these bands?
Those bands are like family. Here in the local scene in Israel, we're really connected to each other. We're best friends. We meet each other. We're in contact for almost every day. So it feels like home to share a stage with your best friends and your best buddies from the best bands in Tel Aviv.
Fantastic. And almost a year back, last November, you put up a video and single for Hot Mind, a great song, amazing
Thank you.
video. The power, the energy is totally amazing. So fantastic
Thanks.
work of you guys. So would you like to tell me a bit about this song in particular and about the making of the video?
Yeah, sure. Well, actually, Hot Mind was the first, let's say, piece that we put together in this form of the band, and we kind of rushed it to put it out to show the world that we're changed and that I came in the band, and we want to give you some of what's coming next. But then after COVID hit, so we took our time just to settle down and think about what we actually want to do with the band and where do we want to go with it. So after putting out the song, which we set on the studio and recorded the live drums for it, which was an amazing experience for us all. Actually, it's the first time we did this, so it was very interesting experience. Also, the music video was the first one that we decided to put a lot of effort into. Like, we had a big budget for it, and it kind of shows. We've put a new standard for the bands here in Israel and Tel Aviv. So after we put out that one, we kind of sat together and said, okay, let's figure out what's going to be next. And here we are. kind of finished writing the second album, and in the process of recording everything and fine-tuning everything. And that's it.
Awesome, awesome. And would you like to tell the world about Her Last Sight, how it started, and how you guys got together as a band?
First of all, Liron and I are really great friends for a long time ago, almost 10 years. We've been in a band, Liron and I and our drummer Alon, in a band that's called Dream Escape. It's an Israeli band that's really known, and we've been playing together ever since. And we met Ofek, and he joined for a particular time for Dream Escape, and he also already had Her Last Sight with other different members. And by the time has changed and stuff, Alon and I have joined the band, myself as a vocalist, Alon as a drummer, and the final form is Liron.
Wonderful, wonderful.
One thing that I think we should mention, I was the producer for the first album, so
also the second.
So I've kind of been in the whole process and kind of put my input as a producer, not as a singer, but you know, I was a part in the band even when I wasn't a part in the band, so it was kind of requested that I'll be a part as a player.
Awesome, awesome. And would you guys like to share some of the highlight moments for the band?
I think our biggest highlight is that we played in one of the biggest venues here in Tel Aviv that calls Reading 3. It's like one of the massive, like all the big artists from Israel and from all around the world come to this place and gather.
It's an international stage.
Yeah.
Had like Ginger and Memphis Mayfire on that stage. So it was a big honor to be on the stage with a sold out show. We performed in front of like how much?
1,000 people.
1,000 people. So that's why it was a nice experience, and we hope to grow from here.
Awesome. And Her Last Sight is considered as one of the best metalcore band in Israel. So how do you guys feel about the success of the band?
I think that we always wanted to be at the top of everything we did. If it's in the music, the producing, the videos, it's just something that we already and always wanted to be in. So we never settled for just a song or any riff. We put a lot of effort and thinking into what we do. So that's I guess the fruits.
Wonderful. And any plans to take Her Last Sight out of Israel to the other parts of the world?
We're doing our best to make it happen until the end of 2023.
Wonderful, wonderful. And what would be the biggest dreams for you guys?
To play finally overseas, I think, and to release our second album that we put a lot of effort on. And, you know, those are the first dreams, and we'll see what comes next.
Right. And would you like to share some of the upcoming plans for the band?
Sure.
Yeah. Go ahead, Liron, do it.
Okay. We actually, as I said before, finishing recording and fine-tuning and everything. Most of the album is finished and mastered. We also filming some music videos for the upcoming singles, so we have like something visual to represent what the song is about, which is something that we really put a lot of effort and money on, and we're really proud of the product.
Just to say, we're going to do DIY everything. We bought a camera. We have friends that knows how to shoot, and we're doing it with them. So we're putting a lot of effort from our time to make it happen, to do it in the best way possible.
Yeah, it's a lot of studying involved. So we study everything, we learn everything, we try, a lot of things, so it's more like trial and error things. But it's really fun for us to invest in our music, and I think everyone just enjoys the process. So even if the album delays a bit and it wasn't the first scheduled date to release, we still think that it's worth the wait, and the final result will be just as amazing as we wanted it to be, and it will amaze everyone.
Fantastic. And like you said earlier, Winter Uproar, people will be listening the new upcoming album singles for the first time. But do you have plans to release any single or video by end of the year or early 2023? Any such plans for you guys?
Only the beginning of 2023.
Okay. And the future, how's the musical direction gonna be? Do you gonna stick to the same genre, or there'll be more experimentation in process?
I think the next album will answer the question that you asked.
Fantastic, fantastic. And talking about the songwriting process, so is there any particular topics that you always stick to, or is just going to be diverse in your songwriting?
You know, every one of us is a musician in his own way. So if it's Ofek or Shay writing the riffs, or maybe Nir and I can have our input, maybe on guitar. We're not guitarists in any way, but we actually can pick up a guitar and start playing riffs, so we all can combine into a song. So everybody has its own influence on the songs. So you can really tell who wrote which part in every song if you knew us and our special music taste. So it's very interesting. It involves a lot of new material and old material, like modern and postmodern. It's very interesting, and melodically it's kind of different from the old album, the first album, but in a good way. I don't think anyone is gonna be disappointed from the upcoming album.
People in Israel have heard few songs. We just played 2 small local shows to our friends, and we played like 4 songs from the upcoming album, and people cheered and loved it. So
we just went crazy on the crowd.
Yeah.
It's amazing, amazing. And guys, finally, what would be the message that you want to give to the fans around the world?
To the fans around the world, I can only say thank you for supporting us. It's amazing the amount of support and, you know, positive comments that we get.
And love.
Thank you for being patient. It's as hard as for us to hold the new material, just to put out something that's super final and super polished. So just thank you for who you are for us, and we hope we're gonna make a big loud noise when the upcoming album is gonna be out.
Fantastic, fantastic. And Leron and Nir, I want to thank you both for giving me today this wonderful opportunity to have you guys on this interview. And thank you guys for giving us amazing music over the years. And I hope to see you guys really on an international tour very soon. And I wish you all the best in the coming days, and looking forward for the upcoming album. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us. It's been a pleasure.
For sure. Thank you, and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.